Welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, I am going to show how to build a simple CRUD application using Vue.js with Laravel project as a backend web API server. Let's get started. First of all, create a Vue application using Vue CLI on a terminal or command prompt. At first, install Vue CLI using this command with npm or yarn, and then create Vue project using this command. I'm going to name of this project frontend. Now select a preset. I'm going to select default preset for Vue 3 or later, bubble and length. Okay. A project directory frontend has been created on my desktop, and it may take a while for installing CLI plugins and additional dependencies for this project. That's it. The project has been created successfully. Now navigate to this project root directory and then open this project with any text editor. My case, Visual Studio Code is preferred. Okay, now I am going to start the development server of this project using this command npm run serve. Okay, this application is running at this URL. Now use this URL to access the project from a web browser. That's it. Now I am going to modify this project's code. So expand source folder and then expand components, open hello world component, delete all of this HTML content from template tag, and here write this HTML code, my case, and then delete this, and also open app.vue file and then delete, also delete all of this code, and then rename this component and also change the name of the component here. Okay, now I'm going to install Vue router for this project. So browse this URL and install Vue router using this command with npm. Okay, now add Vue router to this project by following its official documentation. Copy this HTML content and open app.vue file inside template tag. Paste here the HTML code. Now update the code Okay, save this file. Now restart the development server. That's it. Now open main.js and define route components. This can be imported from another file. Import book list component from components booklist.vue file. Okay. Now define routes array. Now I'm going to add a route path as the element of routes array. Okay, and then create the router instance and pass the routes option. You can copy this code and paste here. Now change this line. Now import Vue router from Vue router package. Okay. Now use the router in this application. Okay. Update this code and import create a router and also import create web hash history from Vue router package. Okay, that's it. The router is working properly. Now I'm going to add some another routes. Create book. Rename of the component. Create book and also import create book component. Okay, now add another path here. Into routes array. Okay, now copy this path and go back to app.vue file and now add another router link here. Okay, now verify. That's it. The router is working properly. Now add another route path here so that we can update a book record by ID. Edit book by ID. Okay. Now add component. Edit book component. Let's create a form so that we can send a book record to the backend web server from Vue.js application. Open create book component and create a form inside this div tag, and this form contains three input fields: title, author, and publisher. Now save this file. That's it. Now I'm going to add a submit button. Okay. Now I'm going to implement data function and define methods. Define a variable, name it books, my case. Okay. This is my Laravel backend API application. This is book model. It contains three properties: title, author, and publisher. So I'm going to define three model here. Write v model. Here define the model name, title, and then author and publisher. Okay. Now define methods. Okay. Add a function. I'm going to name it add book. Now define created function here and then call add book function from created. Okay. Here I'm going to display the submitted form data on console. So write this code here. Now update the form so that we can call add book function by click on submit button. Okay. Okay. Now reload and enter the title of the book. Now submit the record. That's it. Now I am going to configure Vue application with Laravel backend API so that we can manage backend data from Vue.js frontend project. So open Vue config.js file and update with the code. Here enter the URL of the backend API server. So I'm going to start the development server of Laravel application using this command php artisan serve. I already have implemented this API CRUD application. So copy this URL and paste here. Now save this file and now open Laravel API backend project with any text editor and add the trusted proxy URL that is using our Vue.js application server. Open trustproxies.php file and define array. Now add URL here. Add this URL. Okay, now save this file. Now ensure that development server of the both project is running. Now I am going to implement add book function so that we can send a post request to create a new book record and save into backend server storage. So open create book component. Now write this code here. I'm going to fetch the URL. Here enter the URL so that we can send a request to the backend API with post method. This is the API routes of my Laravel application. Okay, and then add method post method and also add headers, add content type application JSON. Okay, Okay, now save this file and submit a form. Now submit. Okay, book record created successfully. I'm going to verify on Postman. That's it. Now I'm going to implement book list component so that we can retrieve all the book records. So define data function here, return, and define property books. Okay, now define methods and also declare a function, name it list book, and I am going to fetch the API here. Enter the URL. Now I'm going to display all of the book records in console. So write this code and pass the book property into log function. Okay, now define mounted function and then call list book function from mounted function. Okay, we should use a try catch block inside list book function. Now save this file and reload and see. Now I am going to display the book records on HTML table in the book list component. So create a table here, title, author and publisher. Now I am going to use Vue.js for loop so that we can display all of the book records. So write v for and here define the for objects book in books and then bind the key book.id. Okay, author and book dot publisher. Now save this file and see. Now I'm going to add another two button into this table. Edit and delete. Let's add router link to edit button in book list component. Copy the edit route and paste here. Now pass the book ID in this route. Okay. Now save this file and verify the edit route. Open edit book component and here define data function, return, and define property, name it ID, and get the ID from the URL. Okay. Now verify. Click on edit button and that's it. Now I'm going to add another router link to book list. Now define delete book function into book list component. Pass the book ID into delete book function and get the ID, and I'm going to display the ID into console. Okay. Now verify, click on delete button and see. That's it. Let's create an editable form so that we can retrieve a book record by its ID and we can update the record. So open edit book component and here implement the data function. Here define another property, book, and define methods. Okay, here define a method. I'm going to name it update book, and also define created function and call update book function from created function. Okay, now create an editable form. We can copy this form and reuse. Here change the function with update book function. Pass id here into update book function and also define parameter. I'm going to name it id. Okay, now I'm going to show the updated data on console. Okay, now write title, author and publisher and send. That's it. Now change the button name update. Now I'm going to define another function, name it get book by id. Okay, now fetch the URL. We can copy this and paste here and update the URL. Now save this file and also define mounted function and call get book by id function from mounted function. Okay, now save this file. Now click on edit button and that's it. The editable form fill up with the existing book record by id 1. Okay, now click on update and see, or you can change something here and click on update and see the updated title. Okay, now I'm going to implement update function. In the update book function, we can reuse this code here. Just update the URL and change the method name post to put Okay, now go back to web browser and verify. Click on edit. Now modify the title or author or publisher, and then click on update button and see the record has been updated successfully. Now I am going to implement delete function so that we can delete a specific record by ID. We can reuse this code, paste here. Okay, now change the method name, put to delete. For deleting the record, we have no need to use body. So delete this line from here. Now save this file. Now go back to browser and display the list of book, and then click on delete. The record has been deleted successfully. Now verify. That's it. If you like this video, like, comment and share. Thank you so much for watching this video.